welcome back to Runtageous. This is David, and finally we've got the unboxing of my new road shoes. The other week you saw me unbox my Brooks Mazamas, and those are my trail shoes. Today I've got my new road shoes. The Hoka One One Tracers. So they call it the Tracer because it's supposed to be somewhere between a training shoe and a racer. It's supposed to be really light, just about 7 ounces, and I think that may actually be lighter than the road shoes that I have been wearing. I've been wearing the Brooks Pure Cadence, and these actually look a lot like my Brooks Cadence, even like right down to the color scheme. And I've got my Brooks over there to show you in a second, but let's have a look at this. Even with that little paper insert, it still feels really light. And I'm starting to wonder if this shoe is going to be a little dangerous for me. Granted, all of my runs these last few weeks, there's been, no pain in my knee. I think slowing it down has helped my form, so there has been no knee pain. Wow, this is just so featherweight. I remember when I used to wear my Asics Gel Hyper Speeds. This feels almost as light as that. This really just weighs nothing. And look at the tread. Barely any compared to my Brooks Mazama. But it looks like there's a little more cushioning than my Brooks Pure Cadence. And let me bring those over, my old Brooks Pure Cadence. I just checked Daily Mile where I log all my mileage, and I think these shoes have about like 460 miles on them, so it's really time to go. So as I mentioned, look at the color scheme. It's almost identical. And when you look at the Pure Cadence, it doesn't have as much cushioning. Look at that. But it feels so much heavier. So I'm really interested to just know how these shoes will feel on a long run. Now, I've been mentioning the soft sole inserts that I have in these shoes, and if I just pull this out, let me get another feel for the weight. It is lighter. It does become lighter, but this is still just nothing, like paper. I believe this one was supposed to be in like the high 8 ounces or so. I can't quite remember. I've had these for years now, but I still love them. There wasn't much arch support in this, and I ended up buying one of these soft sole inserts with high arch support, and the combination just feels awesome. They still felt lightweight. And it gave me that extra support. So I'll put these side by side. Just looks like a bigger shoe. Just a massive shoe compared to the Tracer. just looks wider. I have to say, I kind of like the Pure Caden, the look of it a little more. I will miss this shoe. But today we're just talking about the Tracer. Oh, but before I go and talk about the Tracer, just want to also show you my Asics Gel Kayano 23s. So I use these on recovery days where my legs are just junk, with the thinking that it would give me more cushioning and just a fluffy feeling while I'm running. But lately it hasn't really helped much, and it's because there's so much heel cushioning, and I run mostly midfoot to forefoot now, that even when I land right on the midfoot, there's still impact on the heel. It's the weirdest thing. I took it out for a run last week after my long run, and I'm just desperately trying to land on my forefoot, trying to lean forward a little bit, just try to get on that forefoot. But every single step I felt like I was landing heel first. So I don't think I'll be using these shoes much anymore. Maybe just to go out for a walk. But just want to let you see what these look like. And again, this Hoka just looks pretty crazy. Okay, they got some interesting lacing here. These are real, they look real lightweight, flat laces. Okay. They do put an extra eyelet here. I don't think the Pure Cadence did, so I could never do that extra loop. I'll probably, I think I have enough lacing here to do that extra loop. Wow. The ventilation is just insane. It is like almost bright inside. My feet are gonna feel pretty. I even see my hands through. I'm not sure, you probably can't see, but I can actually see my hands from the outside. It was great. X40 high rebound ortholite airflow for a cool foot, wicks away moisture, long lasting cushioning, odor and fungus inhibiting. See if I can loop this back in and actually see what it looks like when it's tied. So while I'm doing this, in a moment, I'm probably gonna head to the track and do my 4th consecutive 8-miler in as many days. And tomorrow, I'm scheduled to do 15, followed by 11 on Sunday. Now, you know what? The laces. Come on, Hoka. Why don't you ship them to me with the laces? Like, oh. So let me fix this real quick. Yeah, so as I was saying, Sunday I've got an 11-miler. Saturday I have a 15, and not sure where I'm going to run that yet. Might go back to Harold Parker I'm not on call this weekend. And yeah, check out that Bay Circuit Trail. See if we can find that and do the whole thing. Um, the rest of Harold Parker was cool enough that I could probably find other parts of that trail to make it 15 miles if the Bay Circuit Trail is not long enough. So I could always do that, or check out the Tully one. Yeah, I may do some reading up on that today if I have some time. Yeah, just been kind of busy with work and all. Not a whole lot of time to do anything but. But I'm not on call this weekend, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I have the entire weekend off. It's gonna be a pretty busy weekend too. Just gonna have some friends over tonight to watch the game, and busy Saturday as usual with the long run. That's usually half of my day right there, the long run. And after that, got a football game, and Sunday might do some golfing. And at night, we've got the Guns N' Roses concert in Boston. So, pretty psyched about that. Alright, so the laces are on. It's going to be pretty short once I'm done tying it. Let's put this on. Alright, so I've got them on, and they're pretty snug. And you can see the laces, there was just enough lacing. They're pretty snug. Yeah, there's a good amount of heel cushioning on here. A little surprised. I guess you can kind of see it too, but but it's so light. It is so light. How did they do that? It's so light, but there's a lot of heel cushioning. Yeah, they did work the shoe to make it easy to land on your forefoot and move forward towards your toes. Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting at the track. We'll see how I feel after a few miles. This is probably gonna feel great at first, but it'll be interesting to see what it feels like after 6 or 7 miles. Alright, we'll see you guys on the track.
is forgiving, where if you start to tire out and you land on your heels, there's a good amount of cushioning there for you, but don't rely on that. I've been running for almost 10 years now, and you know, I would say within the last, well, I mean, there was a period after I got hurt that I wasn't running a whole lot, but you know, I would say about a third of my time running, I've been working on my stride, trying to always land on my midfoot and roll onto my forefoot. It really takes years of practice doing that. You gotta, you know, it really doesn't happen overnight, and you gotta just work on it. Just keep, you know, taking your short stride, try to land on your midfoot, and never land on your heels. Don't overstride and land on your heels. That's probably how I got hurt in the first place. But, you know, like, it's been a while now, and I've been feeling a lot better, and I think the way that I run now, just shorter strides, midfoot to forefoot. And so, having said that, these shoes are perfect. They are extremely light, so much lighter than my Brooks Pure Cadence. And I noticed after the first couple of miles, there is pretty good circulation in the shoe. There is some good ventilation. So I don't know how that's going to feel in the wintertime when I run on these shoes, but right now it's feeling pretty good. I did comment earlier that they're a little bit snug, and I don't know how many runners wear this shoe barefoot, but I don't plan on doing that because that's just kind of gross. So, you know, I put on a new pair of Adidas no-show socks. They're a little bit thinner than the other socks that I've been wearing, so the fit's pretty good. Still feels a little snug compared to my Mazamas and the Pure Cadence. It's about as snug as my Kayano 23s, but just almost half as light. So the run felt really good. I think I ended up averaging about like an 8:30 pace, and like I said, this is my 4th consecutive 8-mile day. You know, my legs are starting to tire. My calf, especially on my right side, that was a big problem after the 18-miler last weekend. It started tightening up a little bit again, but you know, that's just what happens when you do 4 days of 8-milers. So I'm gonna try to just, you know, relax it tonight. Maybe even put some ice on there. Try to roll it out too, and get ready for my 15-miler tomorrow. I just love them. They feel really good, and I'm excited to see where my training goes in these shoes for the next 400 to 500 miles. My Pure Cadence, they're closing in on 500 miles now, and I'll probably still wear those when the weather's bad outside. I'll wear those. But really excited about the Hoka Tracers, and I hope you join me again for some more runs out there.